Hey all, Binks here, and boy oh boy do we have a new card for you. It is the Prowler. On reveal, add 2 Thief's Tools to your hand. Set their cost to 0 if a card moved last turn. There are 3 different Thief's Tools you can get. It's not Thieves' Tools, it's Thief's Tools, which I guess makes sense because it's one person and then there's the apostrophe F, but I don't like it. I don't like how that looks. Anyway, we have the Flight Harness. 1 energy skill. On reveal, give your highest power card here +1 power, move it to the right. We have the Remote Mines, 1 cost skill. On reveal, afflict the 2 highest power enemy cards here with -2 power. We have the Vibro Shock Gauntlets, a 1 energy. On reveal, give your highest power card here +2 power, and you get +1 energy next turn. I tell you what, if the second part of this wasn't on the card, that you set their cost to 0 if a card moved last turn, this card would already be an A tier card. We've seen it with Kate Bishop. There's this ability to have a small card that adds multiple small resources to your hand that you can use, is already really powerful, and this is a 3/4, so it's a bit more expensive. But when there's skills, you actually don't take up a board slot. So sometimes the cards that you play with Kate Bishop can get a little bit like jammy towards the mid game, and they're very vulnerable to Killmonger. However, these cards do not have that problem. You get some really good move synergy here and just a +1. Even if you're not having like a lot of different move synergies within your deck, you can still utilize this to get to hard to reach locations. I mean, Remote Mines is just a 1 cost 4 power that doesn't cost you a board space and can have even bigger effects if, you know, your opponent has something like a Captain Carter or an Iron Man in that lane, being able to afflict 2 of them. And then the Vibro Shock Gauntlets, which give your highest power card +2 power and +1 energy. So if this is free, you're getting an extra energy and +2 power on top of the 3/4 that you're getting for like 2 net energy. If you get this one, crazy high value. And if you get them for 0, you just get to slide them in on turns. Unbelievably powerful card. I do think that there's a potential this card will see a nerf. I just don't see how this card isn't unbelievable. And we saw it with the deck that we utilized this in, that I call the Value Machine. The idea of this deck is to just use a lot of very high value cards that all have some nice little synergy between them. We have the Batroc, Sam, Captain America, Kraven kind of core to be able to move around our Batroc and get the Kraven boosted up on power. We also have Silk to move around. We have the Hydra Stomper, which gets built up across the entire game, and you can play it at the very end for a surprisingly big amount of power. And then we just have a bunch of very high value 3-drops. We have Rocket Raccoon and Groot, which is great to just get into a lane, especially if you get priority early, which tends to be really easy with things like Silk and Batroc if you get those down, to then just steal some power and be able to move and get some more. Spider-Punk is great for that as well. And then we have Zorn to be able to move things even further. Not sure about this card. Probably the first card that I would cut, but it is nice to just have very easy ways to the Prowler setup, so you can get the Thief's Tools to cost 0. And it can be used kind of defensively as well. We also have Mercury in here. A lot of people are going to be playing Move with the brand new card, so having Mercury is super valuable. And then the Rouge as well. I think that this is a really powerful tech card that is not used as much right now. But like Victoria's Hand is very strong. It's really good against Move. I think that this card is underrated and has been underrated for quite a while. So I think that this card is very powerful and helps fight against like bad things against you. If your opponent has Mercury, you can take it. If your opponent has Mobius and tries to stop your cards from costing 0, you can steal that as well. So lots of really good value you can get out of there. And then with Mercury in the deck, we have our high end of Cannonball to be able to blow things up. With how the power curve of this tends to work, you usually just want to play this out on 5 if you get the opportunity. You can then even move the Mercury again later, but sometimes it's not too bad to just save it for your final turn. The stats on this deck were ludicrous. We went 9-1. We started like 340. I think we ended at like 270. We were just clobbering people. We went 9-1, gained 27 cubes in our first 10 games with this card. And the crazy thing is that as you'll see in the clips, I didn't get Prowler online very often. I just didn't really draw the card. Sometimes that happens when you get a new card. You just don't really draw it for a few games. But even without getting Prowler, this card was putting up tons of value and had seemingly answers for a lot of the decks that I was facing. And when you get Prowler online, the amount of value that you get is just absolutely insane. You can set up some really cool silk turns, being able to move things around and reposition your board before the final turn. Super powerful deck, unbelievable card. I give this like the most buy of any card, even if they nerf it. If they nerf it and just get rid of the second sentence, the card's still great. So I don't know what they could do to nerf it. Maybe they make the tools cost more to force you to do the move synergy a little bit more. But even if they nerf it, I still think the card will be absolutely fantastic. So cannot recommend this enough. And if you want to get my thoughts on new cards a little bit early, just yesterday, I created the very first episode of Bink's Bants, which is going to be a weekly kind of pseudo podcast where I have one featured section where I kind of talk about some interesting things Marvel Snap related, while also going over last week's cards, the upcoming cards, and any news and announcements going on in Snap. So make sure to check that out, coming out every Monday. If you're enjoying decks like this, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe. Check me out at twitch.tv/Banks_plays. See you in the next one. You peace. 999, welcome to the stream. Welcome. Best of luck to you and yours on this, the field of battle. We are stuck without a 2-drop here, which always sucks, but we have a pretty good chance of getting one. I was just about to say. Pretty darn good chance of getting one. And if we get priority here, we don't. I'm going to say we'd get access to using Rocket and Groot, which we can't. But that's okay. We'll get Mercury situated middle, I think. I might have Mercury coming left. Spider-Man coming left. Thank you for re-separating those cards. Could have been a disaster. Let's see what we get out of X-Mansion. Hopefully it's good. Hopefully it is wonderful. Ah! Could be worse. Could be worse. Could be worse. All right. We'll take that. We'll take that. We'll take that. I don't think a card moved last turn. Are they won? And poverty skills, I'm afraid. Poverty skills. We do have Prio now. That's where we want to be. Do you have anything that we would like to move? Outside of that, of course. I don't think so. I think you're nicely situated here. And then if we get one extra energy next turn, is that super valuable? Yes, because then we could fit in the flight harness with the cannonball. So I like that quite a bit. We'll take the Vibro Shock Gauntlets here, and we'll see what happens. Yeah, I went for middle, they went for left. A bit unfortunate, but... Okay, we're going to have a pretty powerful turn next turn. We don't actually have to cannonball this turn, which is quite nice. I think we definitely want to do that. Probably want to do that. And then what we can do is we can go here, here, here. And then we should land with both Batroc and the Coal Obsidian middle, having a massive middle, and then being able to cannonball Mercury our way out of trouble. All while avoiding the Kraven, a pretty crazy amount. Things you love to see there. Okay, so let's see these movements come down. Get the Batroc first. Shmoove in the Coal Obsidian mid. And the Batroc, of course. And we get our big old Hydro Stomper kicking over on the right. The Aranya come down, take some damage. We see Spider-Punk come down, take some damage.
Systems go.
Not a bad position to be in here at all. What is our main target? I think we just go for right. I think going for right is the move here. We just go Mercury right, Cannonball right, field middle, call it a damn day. Very, very unlikely they can stop this. I think of some potential ways. I don't really know. I don't really know. I'd like to see them try, I suppose. The big Kraven you got there, sure would be a shame if something happened to it. Sure would be a shame, eh? Hi, Rocket and Groot! How rude! How rude! Why would you do such things? We get priority. That is wonderful. So we'll set you up here, and then it's kind of weird. Like, I don't really have anything else to do. Like getting the Batroc down, just especially because they're going to draw 2. That means they're absolutely going to have access to Killmonger. I think the Batroc is just a pure liability for me. I don't think there's any reason to actually play it down in the field. I think it's a pure negative to have it jumping around. The only positive would be like Hydra Stomper, but I think that we can find value out of it towards the end of the game. Essentially skirt around a Killmonger.
Enough said, bub.
Does he shoot that? He does. That's weird. Cannot tell a lie. That is a interesting mechanic there. Hello, Prowler, my old friend. Still have to wait until after the, Still have to wait until after they get Killmonger down to utilize this Batroc. Again, just not worth it without it. Movement. Ooh. Okay, so Killmonger down. So I'm pretty happy about how we decided to do this. I think that we were really smart. I think it could be really easy to just play out the Batroc because we had the energy to do so earlier. And I think that not doing that was a great benefit to us. I think this is really good. I think. A lot of things are going to happen. Hopefully they're good. Just really hoping that they played Null this turn. That would be really good for us. Delicious. That is a sick animation. Bang. Bang. And they end up going middle here, which is really good. I guess the problem would be Silk landing left. Could put us in a weird spot. There's a chance they have Null in hand. So if they have Null in hand, that would be a... Oh, man. I don't think they wanted to kill that.
Enough said, bub.
Or maybe they did. Maybe they didn't care. Okay, so this was just in a little bit of a weird spot. If it is Null, it's a 50-50. Okay, that would have hurt real bad. I cannot tell a lie. That would have hurt very, very bad. I think this is more important. We could go mid. Maybe middle is more important. They might just be retreating as well. Great hit. Yes, 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 and we're Venom or whatever.
What a game!
Been saying this for quite a while. Nice, good game. GG's Nixus. A little extra Hydra Stomper juice as a treat. No idea how they thought that would win. I guess they thought... I mean, I don't know. I have no idea how they thought that would win, I guess. Who am I? I'm the player. What up, player? Best of luck to you here on the field of battle. Hope that you have a good one. I guess I just take the punk here. They have Prio too, which is nice. So we are likely gonna. Oh, we're for sure gonna find value. Would you look at that? We love value. Yes, we do, folks. Yummy, yummy. Westview. Okay, Rouge, not that powerful, but could be powerful later, for sure. I think that Mercury right just makes a ton of sense. And I think there's an argument to snap here as well. Definitely an argument to snap here, right? Do I want to move the card this turn in case I get Prowler? That's always the weird thing, right? Is like thinking about when you want to get a movement in. I think we can snap here. They probably have Prowler as well. I think a lot of people are going to be getting the card. It's really, really strong. But I think that getting our Mercury situated here will be good. They do... Is it your card moved? We don't know. A card moved last turn. Okay, so it actually doesn't even matter if they're the ones that moved. So because they moved their shield, my Prowler is actually online. Isn't that neat? Isn't that a neat one? There's a lot of points, man. It's a lot of freaking points. I'm just gonna play all the cards and figure everything else out later. All my cards can move, man. They're all movement based. Okay, hopefully we get the Rocket and Groot left here. Oh baby, he's gonna feed. He's gonna feed. Lap it up, mister. Lap it up. And they Mercury us back. That's fine. I mean, they're just stuck there, eh? They're just stuck is the thing. A card moved last turn, right? Many cards moved. A plethora of cards moved, as a matter of fact. If I could be so inclined. I mean, we're just like winning left, right? Or we're just like winning right. I don't see any reason to move anything. I'm gonna guess we're gonna get a retreat out of them. I tell you what, I would be shocked if we didn't see a retreat come out here. Because we have just hit them with like every tech card. I'm afraid. Bang. They're just not even keeping pace a little bit, I'm afraid. I mean, we have to see a retreat here, right? There's simply no way they don't retreat. Like, what do they even do? I think we have to win here, though. Would be ideal. I think it actually looks something like... I wish we could get something left. We can. I think we go for left here as opposed to right. Reason being, I think they're going to think that we're going to go for left. But we actually can't. We can't get the Batroc there, at least. Yes, we can. We can go, like, here. Here, here, here. That'll bounce it middle, and then they'll probably bounce it back left. I think. I hope. Pretty sure that's how it'll work. They probably retreat anyway. They don't retreat. Oh, that's shocking. I'm not going to lie. How strong my son is. Fly Silk. Pretty sure we get there. Pretty sure we get there. We get there. Okay, wow, that was way closer than I was expecting. I can't believe they just kind of let middle go down that easily. I guess I didn't even add that much power to left. The Craven was also kind of scary. I feel like I could have played that a little bit better, but hey, a win's a win. GG's. Hello, Smooths. Welcome to the stream, Smooths. Hope you're doing well. I'm pretty excited. Cannot tell a lie. Cannot tell a lie there. I think that Prowler is going to be one of the best cards we're going to see in a very... maybe, I don't know. Maybe not in a very long time. Card's crazy good, though. I know that for dang sure. We're hoping for no prio here. We do not hit prio. So hopefully they play something off right. And hopefully they didn't, they aren't able to stop this immediately, because that would kind of suck. Actually, probably want... I'm gonna take a Spider Punk, I think. Rude. Man, they just beat the crap out of my everything. They just beat me up everywhere, man. Alright, we'll try and get some Shmoove going here. Deafening Chord. How dare you? How dare you? I just want to use my little Zorny boy is all. We've been tied every single turn of the game. Kind of a rarity, I would say. Okay, hopefully we land right here. Nice. It's really huge. Except kind of not huge, actually. Somewhat bad. We'll put Mercury left, and then since we have Prio, hopefully they'll jump it left. If they move the Wolf, then the Batroc jumps, which is nice. Okay. Now the Wolf is stuck. Wait, I wish you would give me that earlier. Would have been real nice of you. Okay, Rouge does nothing, I'm afraid. But we're still locked in at having Prio, which is quite nice. We have 6. They're probably gonna know right's gonna move, and that's not ideal. I don't like the idea of going like here, hitting any hits that go there, and then Hydra Stomper, push Silk and Batroc middle, which should net us 2 more points on the Stomper, bring us to 8. I do like keeping the Mercury left. I don't want the I don't want that Werewolf going nowhere. We'll see. They stay. We'll see what happens here. Okay, pure benefit. Look, and the Batroc, both middle. See a Flight Harness. Gonna Shmoove that over to the right. Never seen that freaking card before in my dang old life. I've never seen that before. Silk jumps left. Hydra Stomper continues to grow. Nothing middle. Cannonball on the right. Gonna move the Silk. Shoot him a little bit. The Vibro Gauntlets gives you your highest power card. +2 power, which is not enough. Very, very good first game. Smalls. Well played. Victory. Best of luck to you in the future. Oh my gosh, streamer battle. It's freaking Husky Puppies. Let's go. Welcome to the stream. Welcome, welcome. I don't want to put these on the same spots for Mercury reasons. We will spread them apart. Okay. Kind of wanted that card, but we have like a million 3-drops, so we'll we'll be able to figure that out. The lack of 3-drops, not quite an issue here. If they are trying to stop one of these from moving, so let's say Husky Puppies, in their infinite wisdom, does have Mercury. Where do they play it? I think they would play it right to stop the Batroc. If I had to guess. Marilyn. The Marilyn lair. Alright, not a bad spot to be in, to be honest with you. Let's get that to activate potential Prowler for next turn, jump the Batroc, and then we will get Rocket situated over here. Maybe we should go Mercury. Should go Mercury. No, we have Prio. We should make use of the Rocketing Group. Probably no spells this turn. Okay. So, unfortunately for my dude, we do have Mercury here. So we're going to snap. Move the Rocketing Group right. We're expecting Limbo to be gone, but it doesn't necessarily have to leave. But I think that it's a fair thing to guess. I think we can save the Cannonball either way, which is pretty cool. Usually you don't really have the usually you don't really have the ability to do that. Usually it's very, very annoying to try and do it. Now, they could have Deafening Chord, and maybe they're expecting Mercury here. They go Deafening Chord left. But it's still 50-50. No, actually, it's 100%, right? Wait. Because this is 0. Is it less than 3? I don't have Deafening Chord in front of me. I think it says cost less than 3. I think the shield, it does count. I don't think it says 1, 2, or 3 cost. Even though there's a lot of things that say 1, 2, or 3 cost, I believe that Deafening Chord specifies 3 or less very specifically. We'll see. Maybe I'm an idiot. I don't know, man. They didn't play Deafening Chord either way, so we're chilling. Also, this wolf is going absolutely nowhere is the thing. Die, Mobius, die. I'm not gonna lie, you simply... I'm not gonna lie, man. You just have too many, You have too many dang spells that change location. I feel like he's tricking me. Again, the cool thing is we don't have to commit the Cannonball here. Which is rare. Usually you feel very obligated to play the Cannonball here, but I feel like I'm chilling, actually. I feel like if he turns Limbo off, he's gonna die. A card? Definitely. Oh, Mobius. Mobius, that's right. Oh, God. Oh, it's a disaster. Oh, it's a disaster, Husky. Oh, Husky, poor thing. Oh, no, it's a disaster. It's an absolute disaster. Oh, man. Well, well played, well played, well played. This deck seems to be doing work. Hello, welcome to the stream. Welcome, welcome. Best of luck to you here on the field of battle. I don't know who this is. They all have weird names. I believe this might be Danish, if I'm not mistaken. Or I could be mistaken. I could be mistaken is the thing. That's always a possibility. It's interesting. Yeah, just play the Zorn there. See if they get freaked out by that or something. I don't know. To me, I think this is a great turn to establish the Rocketing Group because they probably don't want to go left, right? They probably don't want to go left. They probably don't want to go middle. So right is kind of the only option they have, and then they have to run right into Mr. Rocketing Group. They choose left. So you're hoping to trade that for a Batroc. Fair? I think this turn we just developed a Mercury. Really have some hellish shenanigans going here. Wow, they made a lot of use of that Nidvalier. That's quite an interesting game plan, I might say. Try something like this. Yeah, they like that. I don't even know what they've discarded. What have they discarded? Ghost Rider Blade. Those are not good hits. I see a Cosmic Ghost Rider right here. The Jubilee. Okay. Okay, Gambit. Taking out our Zorn. What did you discard? Hey, your Hella's Garbo, I'm afraid. I'm afraid your Hella is pretty Garbo. Now, the other problem that we kind of have is that... So they just think that the power output from Hella is enough. It's interesting. They might be right. They may be right. I can't move the Mercury, otherwise they get a Batroc move. Do this. Let's go 50-50. No, no, no for you. A little scary. Not the game plan that we wanted to do by any means, but made it work. Made it work. GG's to you and yours. Zinade, friend of the show. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to you and to yours. Okay, so we have Prowler access. We don't need to play the... Here's the thing with the Prowler. You don't have to, like, play it early, right? Plus, he's going to be online from their shield. That's the other weird thing about Prowler, is that it activates from... It activates from, like, multiple things, which I think is, just pretty solid in general. We're snapping here. We do have the Mercury. See what their vibe is. You might also have the Mercury. I don't know. Craven. There you go. Well, no cards freaking moved. No cards freaking moved is the thing. So I can't activate Prowler here, actually. We don't have Prio, which is a little frustrating. We'll still load it up and hope to win. Oh, now you want to activate Prowler, huh? Shmoovin'. Hey, now we're kind of stuck between getting Prowler and stopping their Madame Web. I think it's got to be the Madame Web, right? It does suck to not use Prowler here. I just simply have a better play. I just simply have a better play is the thing. If I didn't have a better play and all that, then it'd be different or whatever. Yummy, yummy. Friendship. You have the cannonball. Harvest Moon. YOLO Cannonball it is. Is it? The YOLO Cannonball though. feel like it's YOLO Cannonball left. Could be wrong. We'll see. Punkler. Stompler. I say no Stompler here, sir. Oh, thank you, sir. Take that Stompler back, Sinead. I do not want it.
Victory.
Good change up there. I do not think that the Cannonball right would have netted us essentially anything. So, really good recognition there to find a lane we could pretty clearly win with the Spider Punk and then utilize Cannonball to clear up the other one. Even if that lands middle, we're A-okay. We can stack these, right? Yeah, let's stack them. They won't have a counter. I guess they could have Deafening Chord, but I don't know. Yeah, if they have Deafening Chord, it's actually literally just better to stack them because hitting Captain's Shield is not bad at all. And having a free shot at Batroc. Nightcrawler, I feel like I thought about Nightcrawler as a potential, but it didn't really ring super true for me. I tell you what I'm probably not going to play is Silk right now. I don't think that would be very good, I'm afraid. What snaps on us? Probably just because of Fist Tower, I would imagine. I think it's a fair reason as any to snap. We will get Captain Shield to jump, activating Batroc and everything, and then what I think the Rocket and Groot is a pretty nice play here. Oh, we don't have Prio, do we? Oh, we do. We do. So
Target locked.
I think that it is pretty likely that they're going to play Prowler probably as soon as they can. But having this Rocket and Groot just staring him down right is very annoying, right? They also don't have to move the Nightcrawler. I guess Nightcrawler makes some more sense in this deck because it's also just a pretty good card to play on top of Zombie Scarlet Witch. I believe in versions I've played Jeff myself. So I think there's definitely some value there. Okay, very scary. Okay, that sucks. Hit the same one, please. Very rude. Very, very rude of you. Cannot tell a lie. What do we want to do here? What do we want to do? If we move Spider-Punk right, then we're just jamming ourselves. Which could be worse. But doesn't seem very strong to me. It puts us in a pretty good position, right? How do we win not right, I guess would be the problem. Let's try it. We'll try it. Not sure if it's the correct play, but 19 points is quite a bit. I don't know if that lets you move 2 cards or not. Wow, what a hit! Turning off the polymorph. Huge. Gonna get Cannonball off the top as a treat, perchance? Cannonball off the top as a treat. So they will have a... If they play Zombie Giant Man, it's 4 plus 8. They would have 12. Some over the top right. Ooh! Nasty. That's really bad. Oof. So I think it's simple. I think we jump the Mercury, we jump the Batroc, and jump the Silk Right. If we jump the Batroc, we get over what we're looking at, depending if they play like a 1 cost or how many spells they have. Then we have a big differential to make up middle. Let's see. I won't force move the Silk. Wow, they give right. I was not expecting that. Huge! Huge win, baby! Oh, man. That kind of scared me for a second, but they don't have anything. Nice! Really, really good win there. Dr. Butterball, great game, and there weren't really many bad losses, so we're going to end the video here. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to hit the like button and subscribe, and can we play the song, please?
Binks, binks, binks. I hope you like the vibe. Binks, binks. Like and subscribe.